Yesterday, the Gulf Cartel apologized for kidnapping and killing our tummy tuck tourists. Primetime didn't accept the apology. But now the president of Mexico is saying, Primetime, you can't not accept the apology because we're retracting it. Because Mexican President Andrés Obrador says it's not Mexico's problem the U.S. has a bunch of drug addicts.
We don't produce fentanyl here, and we don't have consumption of fentanyl. We regret very much what is happening in the United States. But why don't they attend to the problem? Why don't they combat the distribution of fentanyl in the United States? The cartels of the United States that are in charge of distributing fentanyl. And even deeper, why don't they attend to their young people? Why don't they attend to their grave problem of social decay?
I didn't think I'd say this, but I think I might like Trudeau better than the Mexican president. By the way, the cartels of the United States, these aren't whiteboard cartels. El Chapo wasn't from Iowa. And it'd be a lot easier to stop the traffickers if we close the border. So I agree, we have a drug problem and a Biden problem. But neither of them will be able to solve anytime soon. So why don't you, Mexico, help a brother out? Because you do produce fentanyl there. China ships you the synthetics. You grab them, cook them up, and move them north. This isn't my first day. Now, I get it. It doesn't help when we have mayors like Eric Adams enticing every illegal Latin American soul to come to New York for free college. That's right. Eric Adams says the taxpayers haven't done enough. The $500 a night hotel rooms, the culturally appropriate foods, the Xboxes, and who can forget the cribbage? Not enough. So we're going to now send Jose and Maria to college for free in New York. But when we go to Mexico, we get shot. When they come to America, they get the freshman 15. That's why Republicans want to put the military option on the table. Just put it on the table. We're not nuking Cancun. Just designate the cartel terrorist organizations. So a targeted strike is in the conversation. Now the Mexican president's feeling the heat, and he's lashing out.
One of the coordinators of the Republican Party yesterday raised the issue of an initiative for the armed forces of the United States to intervene in Mexico to combat drug trafficking, especially to prevent, according to him, fentanyl from Mexico getting into the United States. Once and for all, we will not permit the intervention of any foreign government, and much less allow the armed forces of the foreign government in our territory.
So if I had drug cartels overrunning my country, I'd say, hey, Uncle Sam, I think I just saw a Chinese balloon flying over a drug lab. Here are the coordinates. Send me a sidewinder. Is it me, or is the Mexican president giving safe haven to the Mexican drug cartels? Now, I'm not belligerent. You know me. I'm a peaceful man, and Mexico is a top trading partner. We all want what's good for business. But I'm getting a little tired of the Mexican government's attitude here, and I'm getting tired of American bodies piling up. So something has to give. I already heard from a neighbor this morning that the family's canceling their trip to Mexico and flying to Hawaii instead. The Primetime travel advisory still stands. We don't want our SEC schools going down to Mexico and getting kidnapped. That's a lot of talent to put at risk. And one of the guys Obrador's calling out is Congressman Dan Crenshaw, who joins us now. So, Congressman, what is your posture towards Mexico?
Well, look, I'm for the Mexican people. I'm for the American people. I'm against the cartels. I would think that the president of Mexico, AMLO, would also be against the cartels. You gave a great intro just now, Jesse. He's clearly not against the cartels. He's clearly defending the cartels at the detriment of his own people. You know, the cartels have killed a lot of Americans, whether through lacing drugs with fentanyl or just murdering them when they go down to get a medical appointment. But they've killed a lot more Mexicans. Tens of thousands of Mexicans have been disappeared by the cartels. Their politicians are either killed or bought off, and the Mexican people are sick of it. So, you know, this guy threatened recently to come campaign against Republicans who support helping the Mexican people.
Please, come campaign against Republicans.
I'm super worried about it.
Yeah.
I'm really worried. I think it's going to be a real problem in my district. Now, I've actually been hearing from a lot of both Mexican nationals and, of course, immigrants in our country who say thank you. Thank you. I mean, this has been a problem for 20 years. They've been terrorizing the Mexican people. And so what's my stance towards Mexico? That was the original question. Look, if I could choose one country outside the U.S. and just make it 10 times better, it would be Mexico. It's one of our most important trading partners. It's our most important ally. It's right there. It's right here in our hemisphere. We need Mexico to be successful. I care deeply about the Mexican people. I've spent 5-6 years living in Latin America. Okay, this is not a foreign place to me. I speak Spanish. it is really, really important to me that the Mexican people are safe and prosperous because that's better for the United States. And for AMLO to just lie, go ahead.
Can you guarantee the safety of some of the college students? I mean, you got a lot of beautiful colleges down there in Texas. They're going to spring break soon. Do you think they're safe?
They haven't been safe for a long time. Look, it's not just these unfortunate killings that just happened. When he says there's no fentanyl dealing in Mexico, that's a flat-out lie. I mean, there's recently been reports that just normal pharmaceuticals bought from pharmacies in Mexico are laced with fentanyl. It's everywhere. And yes, they take it. Yes, they're a consumer too. Yes, they are producing it. We all know this. You know this. I don't have to convince you of it. He's just an outright liar. And it's not just him. It's his foreign minister who just wrote a long letter against me personally too. Their Senate Majority Leader. I have, I guess, rent-free living space in their heads.
Well, nothing would help the Republican Party more if Mexican president and foreign minister would come campaign against you guys in the United States. Well, listen, we just want to show these guys, our neighbors, some tough love because we've had enough. Dan Crenshaw, have a great weekend.
Thanks, Jeff.